a 12-year-old, you're saying they have the right mind to make decisions. They don't have the right to buy cigarettes, alcohol. They don't have the right to be out at a certain time of the night. They can't even get a tattoo because that's too permanent. But to change a child's gender is not permanent. And if I say something, I'm a bigot, I'm a terrorist, I'm a homophobe, and you're going to come take my children away from me. No, you will not take my children from me.
Come and take it news.
My name is Manuk Grigoryan. I'm a father of 4 girls in LAUSD, Staticoy Elementary School in North Hollywood. And we are here at GOP, San Fernando Valley. We are here for our children and our parental rights. We're calling on all Californians to join in our group, in our effort to bring awareness and to wake people up in regards of parental rights. Us Californians, we have been ignorant and not wake enough to see that the government, California, is literally coming for our children. And we as parents have no right to say anything regarding our children's well-being. This all goes back to child grooming, child sexualization. Basically, Leave Our Kids Alone movement has become a national movement for parental rights. We as parents, we have the right to raise our children as we see best for our family. I don't preach anybody's children how to raise their children, and I expect the same towards my family. And these are my children, not the government. So why does the government wants to interfere with my family and their well-being? If that's the case, come support my children, come raise my children, come take them to school, to practices. All these bills that I pay for my children, pay them and have them. But you're not going to do none of that. You just want to come take my children away from me and sexualize them, groom them, and sell them into, God knows, child trafficking, child slavery, child pornography. What is the whole purpose of you taking my child, a 12-year-old, you're saying they have the right mind to make decisions? They don't have the right to buy cigarettes, alcohol. They don't have the right to be out at a certain time of the night. They can't even get a tattoo because that's too permanent. But to change a child's gender is not permanent. And if I say something, I'm a bigot, I'm a terrorist, I'm a homophobe, and you're going to come take my children away from me. No, you will not take my children from me. It's my children, my rights. Our kids, our rights, okay? Yeah, this all started in April in Staticoy Elementary when we first found out about LGBTQ agenda and assembly. We have petitioned 500 signatures. Our school has, if I'm not mistaken, don't hold me to the numbers, they have about 678 students. We collected 500 signatures to petition not to have the assembly. The other 187 parents we didn't reach because about 100 of them come to school with school buses, so we never get to see the parents. And the other 87, we just didn't know who they were. That's why we couldn't get the signature. Otherwise, the whole school would have signed because we do have only 2 daddy families, a child with 2 daddies. So the school decided they're going to protect this one child with 2 daddy families and ignore 500 children. I'm all for all children. All children matter. Doesn't matter what family, what religion, what race. It doesn't matter. If you're a child, you're precious, you're innocent, and we should adore you. We should not sexualize you. We should not fill your head with LGBTQ curriculum. We should not fill your head with racism. We should fill your head with arithmetics, reading, writing, family morals, respecting the elders. Why are we not doing this? Why, for some reason, we don't say the Pledge of Allegiance in our school? But yet, you have to teach my child that, I don't even want to say those words on your camera, but some of the books they're teaching our children, which is straight pornography books. And when you ask anybody, how many genders do you think there are? The answer they give you is like, I'm not a scientist. Are you seriously telling me you have to be a scientist to know how many genders there are? So if you're talking about gender, then that means you're teaching my children science. My children are 4 years old to learn science. If gender identity is science, then why are you teaching science to my 4-year-old? Then it's not science. It's plain and simple. You're a boy or a girl. If you're a boy, you want to turn into a girl, you're more than welcome. But that doesn't mean that you were not born a boy. If you're a boy and they tell you you can turn into a girl, there's no way you're going to be pregnant. There's no way. You don't have a womb to carry the baby. You don't have the eggs to take the baby. There's a lot of, that's science. That's biology. That's human biology. Now, identifying a gender is simple. Why do boys have to chop something off to become a girl? Because it's identifying them as a certain gender. You have to cut it off to become another gender. So there is two genders, right? Not 3, 4, 5, 6. You can identify any way you want. You can say you're a broccoli, because there's one guy who's actually Mr. Broccoli. Do I think he's a broccoli? Hell no, I don't think he's a broccoli. He's a man who thinks he's a broccoli. That's what I think. I will respect him for his beliefs. I will not care. I will not look at his way. But I will not change my mind that he's a broccoli. There's no way. And go look it up. He's online. There's this one guy with a broccoli head, and he's claiming to be a broccoli. So that's, I don't know what to say. Well, we're a very small, tight-knit community, okay? Our school is a dual language school, Armenian and English. We have majority of the parents in our school is Armenians. So we never thought this existed. We never thought elementary children are exposed to this until it came to our school last year, June, last school year. This year, but last school year, June 2nd. And because we as Armenians, I mean, I'm not trying to be racist, but it was majority Armenian parents there. And we as Armenians, we tend to keep it to ourselves. We don't involve in other people's business. We don't care. We just do our own thing, mind our own family and business. But once you come to my house trying to take my kids, I have to say stop. There's a limit you can do. Like, the gas prices have risen, we didn't say nothing. The food prices are raising, we didn't say nothing. The house prices are raising, the rent prices, economy, the money that I'm working is not raising. Everything is just raising. I'm not arguing, I'm not complaining, but now you're coming into my house trying to take my children and do what you want with them. No. And for all America, it takes only one man to stand. And many other parents, great parents around today that you saw that were behind me throughout all districts will join you. It takes one person to take a stand, and California is going to set example. This group of parents are going to set example to the whole nation, across the country, all over the globe, that we as Californians, as parents, will not stand for this. No more. No more. This has nothing to do with the community of LGBTQ. This is my right as a parent. I'm fighting for my right. I'm not saying don't teach my kids this, don't do this. Right now, my thing is to fight for my right for my children. What's going on in schools, that's a different agenda. That's a different topic. This group that is gathered here today is especially for parental rights. A regional minority community has assembled. All the people around all California are getting together for one common cause, and that's parental rights. And if we have to set example for the nation and the world, so be it. We will do it gladly, because I believe in every Californian and every parent that loves their children will stand with us, and the government will know that we as parents are uniting. We are uniting under one common cause, parental rights. Our kids, our rights. Right now, I'm not counting on Republicans or Democrats. I'm counting on parents. This has nothing to do with Republican or Democrats. I myself and my family and my address is a Democrat address. I'm here in a GOP committee in San Fernando, and a lot of Republicans are backing me up. We're not fighting for Republic or Democrat. We're fighting for parental rights and children. Doesn't matter if you're Republican or you're Democrat. You still have a child and you're a parent, and they're taking your right away from you. Now that the Republicans, you're saying when it comes time to do something, when they say it and they don't do it, well, the Democrats are the ones right now, they're trying to take my children away. So whatever the Republicans are telling me is way better than what the Democrats are telling me. The Democrats are strictly telling me, you have no parental right, we will take your children, and if you say something, we'll foster your child to different parents who are gender-affirming family. What does that mean? My child sometimes thinks they're a dog, bro. Like, you want me to put my child in a cage thinking she's a dog? No. We as parents are standing up, Democrats and Republicans, left and the right. That we are here in this GOP meeting, well, they're supporting our cause more than the Democrats are. And for me, it doesn't matter where you are. Honestly, you're a Californian, you're a parent, you have to stand with us to protect our parental right. And when I say have to, it's because for our children, you know. I'm not telling you to go vote for certain person. I'm not saying change your Republican to Democrat or Democrat to Republican. I'm just saying join me and let's take this to Sacramento and tell them that whatever you're planning to do with our children, we're not going to allow you. Because me as a parent, I will die. I will go back to prison if you try to touch my family or my children. And I don't want to let it to get to that point where we have to be out there on the streets every day. We want to resolve this as peacefully and as calmly as possible by asking our human rights, our parental rights. It's not too much to ask. The event is going to take place in downtown LA, City Hall on the west side. We're going to gather there at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we're going to have a march. I cannot disclose where the march is going to be heading to, but it's going to be a march, a 1.5 mile march, and maybe a little more, I don't know exact length, but it's going to be over a mile. And then the same weekend on Friday, we're keeping all children home to show California that we mean business. When we say parental rights, restore our rights, you don't, then I'm keeping my child home. So you know I have the right as a parent to decide what's best for my child. City Hall downtown, 10 a.m. and August 25, keep your kids home for no show day to any USD. I'm calling on all USDs. If you have a child in public school, in unified school district, doesn't matter if you're from North Hollywood, Glendale, Temecula, Chino, Antelope Valley, San Diego, Orange County, doesn't matter. If you have a child in USD, they're coming for your child. If you don't stand up today and say, no, you're not coming for my child, and I want my rights as a parent, they're coming for your child, and tomorrow it will be too late.
People want to find out more about Leave Our Kids Alone, Staticoy Parents. What do they do? What's the best place to find you guys?
On Instagram, Leave Our Kids Alone. On TikTok, and I think we're starting we do have a YouTube channel and a Twitter. We got leaveourkidsalone.info.org. We're working on leaveourkidsalone.com. Just connect to Leave Our Kids Alone on Instagram, and you'll get all the info. Or follow me, Manuk G-R-I on Instagram, and I will put more posts, more lives, more details of how it's going to be and where it's going to be.
What they won't tell you, we will. Come and take it new.